One of the cyclists advertised on Facebook that we wanted a container for our new theatre, and a friend of his on Facebook, Donovan Tarr, he saw it, and he's from the company Nfinite, and they actually bought a container for themselves and generously offered to give it to us free of charge. Yeah, like I said, we fetched it from Nfinite and then they delivered it here. That made it possible to move our food container into the new one, and we had an empty container to put the new theatre in. Fisantekraal is a rural community about 10 kilometers outside of Durbanville. And Fisantekraal Animal Welfare is a welfare organization that is run solely by volunteers. Nobody gets paid here. And we attend to all animals in Fisantekraal: cats, dogs, we had chickens and everything to treat here at the containers. And Fisantekraal is expanding at a rapid rate. They're building new houses, and every week we come here, there's just a new street that we don't know of. And more animals and people coming from outside. At this stage we don't have an exact number of how many animals are here, but we're all working on estimates. So yeah, we're trying to keep up with all the numbers and all the sterilizations, but yeah, hopefully we will keep up with it and have them all sterilized very soon, or at least 70% like they say.
So our Naily sponsored container makes an enormous difference in Fisantekraal. Previously, all sterilizations, stitch-ups and surgeries had to be taken to private hospitals, where now it can be done locally. I was placed here by the government as a CCS veterinarian, newly qualified, having no facilities in the beginning of the year to do any surgeries or any wound treatments, where now the theatre is here and we're able to do all of that here. The volunteers don't need to spend their time going to private practices, where we obviously pay a little bit more and then I don't get the experience. They all have other work commitments, and obviously time is important, and now it can be done locally. I go and pick up the animals myself in the morning and then go do the surgeries through the morning and in the afternoon and take them back. For me it also has a benefit. I get to get all the experience. Mentorship is a bit of a problem, but obviously you practice and you get the experience needed. And that includes sterilizations, wound treatments, stitch-ups, and any other surgery which would normally be done at the private practice. As my skills develop, we'll be able to do pinnings and fracture treatments, which would also be a great benefit to the area and the community. The container and the surgery facilities are very important in Fisantekraal. We obviously do see a lot of hit by cars, bite wounds due to dog fighting and all other types of injuries, whether it's just jumping over the fence and all of that. People here are poor, a low-income community, and by providing these services we are able to look after the animals and give veterinary care to people who can't afford it. At Fisantekraal, we're privileged to have a local Xhosa boy helping me also on a voluntary basis. We started paying him for his services. He dropped out of school in grade 10, and we saw him in the community, living a very loving person, caring person for the animals, and we asked him to come and assist and come and help us. Now with the theatre being up and running, I'm able to teach him some of the veterinary assistant skills. That would include monitoring anesthetics, helping me in theatre during the surgeries, whether there's problems going on and I need an extra hand, he can scrub up, wash his hands and assist during the surgeries. That also involve monitoring animals while they wake up and things that I can't do all of that on my own. I need help. Tera is a very quick learner, and the main purpose in this as well, with him not having matric, he isn't able to do any further studies, that now he has the skills to go and market himself as a veterinary assistant at any practice and able to get a full-time job outside Fisantekraal and get out of his circumstances. He does speak 3 languages, while he's able to speak 3 fluently, with some of the other that he does understand: Xhosa, English and Afrikaans, which I unfortunately can't speak Xhosa, and he helps me a great deal in terms of that. So my normal day consists of going out into the community. Me and Tera starts at 7 to 8 in the morning and goes out. He knows the community very well, especially the squatter camp area, which unfortunately there's no house numbers or street numbers, and we go and fetch animals, put them in crates and then bring them back. Arriving here, we start with our pre-medication, pre-medicate the animals and then start doing the surgeries. And I do the operations or the surgeries itself, and Tera does the anesthetic part of it. A day we try to do, our target is about 10 animals. That involves females and males, and then overall in the year our target is about 1,000 each year. If you can think 1,000 animals giving birth or reproducing, it just escalates. So yeah, that is our daily program. From me personally, and also from Terra and Fisantekraal community, we really want to thank the cyclists of 480 for the contribution they've made to the theatre. I don't think words can explain the gratitude and the impact it had on this community, and the impact on the community is absolutely unbelievable. And only being running for 2 months, you can already see the difference. So thank you so much to all the cyclists putting in the sweat, the effort, and putting their bodies on the line. I promise you, it has made a big difference.